All right, hello, and today we're actually playing Modern. So there's a Modern Pro Tour that happened this past weekend, or is currently happening, depending when this goes up. But this was one of the players, Shuhei Nakamura, I believe, went undefeated in day one, playing a blue-red Affinity deck. So I figured, why not give it a try? Didn't know where to start. Why not just play the deck that went undefeated? So we are playing a sort of traditional modern deck, which is Affinity. Plays a bunch of zero mana artifacts, recently unbanned Mox Opal, and then it reduces the cost of things like Thoughtcast, Thought Monitor, and you can improvise with Kappa Cannoneer. One of the interesting upgrades is from Edge of Eternities, which is Pinnacle Emissary. So you can warp this, play a bunch of zeros, and then amass a really big board. Also have weapons manufacturing, which is similar to Pinnacle Emissary, where it pays you off for playing artifacts. But if you can amass enough of these munition tokens, then you can use engineered explosives on zero, blow all them up, and then do a bunch of burn damage to your opponent's face. So sort of a cool little burn wombo combo. Other than that, we have some main deck Tormod's Crypt, which is a zero, as well as Graveyard Hate against things like Gorgeous Vengeance. Got Claws of Gix as another zero, and can sack the munition tokens. So this is something you can get off Urza's Saga. Mishra's Bauble, Memnite, Metallic Rebuke, Sink into Stupor, which is mostly going to be a land here, but can be used as a bounce spell. Mana base, nothing too fancy, just Urza Sagas. Only 17 lands, but we have some Springleaf Drums and Mox Opals, of course, as mana sources. One of Needle, Shadow Spear, Lava Spur Boots, and Spellbomb. And then in the sideboard, we've got some Consigned Memories, Galvanic Blast is extra removal, Vandal Blast for things like the Mirror Match, Cage is extra Graveyard Hate, 2 Blood Moons, 2 Force Negations, a Mystical Dispute, and some Emeries, which I assume these are for more grindy matchups, but I am not a Modern expert. I'm not going to pretend to know exactly what's going on with this list or what I'm doing, but it should be fun, and hopefully we can figure it out together. That is the deck, and I will see you all in the games. All right, so starting off with a bit of a tough one. I like to keep loose hands. Anyone that's watched my videos knows that. But we're playing modern, and I think I want to make sure I'm doing something powerful. So, I could bauble, look at my next card, maybe pop both, and hope things work out. But I'm just gonna mulligan. You probably don't want Claws of Gix in your opening hand, ideally, anyway. Um, so we have a hand that I think is better. I don't really believe I need Mox Opal. So we can lead on Urza Saga and then activate it on turn 2 with the Opal. Alright, so it could be Goryos? I don't know how to say it. You know the one I'm talking about. It could be why did I try to say it after failing? Could be Vengeance, Reanimator, that one deck that we all know, that we're good at pronouncing and saying. Kind of interesting, where like they can potentially take me off Opal mana. I don't really want to bauble them anyway. I guess I could put the bauble into play and pass. Goryos? Is that it? Goryo? That's got to be it. Goryos. All right. I'm going to say that from now on. We're all going to hope that you're not losing your minds. Oh, it's Mill. Okay. I think that's... I don't know how bad that is for me. I guess I was going to say it's bad because my deck's cheap, but no, I've got like 7 mana cards. We'll see. All right. Wait, was I supposed to just play this other saga? I guess I was, huh? So there's mistake number 1, but I should blow this up, shouldn't I? It's probably worth just interacting. I don't know how, like, the saga token is pretty high value, but I think I should just interact. I guess I lose the token here if they have removal spell for Memnite. Kind of iffy, but triple crab? No, it's preordained. Okay. Yeah, I really just don't know much about like modern matchup dynamics. I assume this matchup is fine for me, I guess. I'm not sure. Um, we can be fast. I don't know how good they are at interacting. Okay, yep. Sure, play draw has a big makes a big difference, but guess we still have our boots. All right. So we're gonna make a golem. Is there a better card for me to get here? With the manufacturing, I could try to burn them out, but I think I just am getting boots and not overthinking it. And then I suppose their upkeep we could bauble them. I guess again. No, we can just haste our saga. We're just gonna do beatdowns. I don't know if this gets the job done, but not sure what else I'm supposed to do here. Yep. Not the most exciting gameplay to start off with. Um, but is what it is. I've had my opponent's not even slow. I was gonna say I've had slower opponents, but my opponent's doing fine. It's just not much is going on, I guess. Okay. Mechanical Emissary. Well, that doesn't do all that much, does it? They're supposed to wait for the equipment to resolve, but I don't know if it's gonna make a difference in terms of clock. I guess 6 and 6, but we're getting more artifacts, right? We have 34 cards left. I don't know. I don't know what my opponent's things in hand are, what they have like built up. I don't really even know how the mill decks look. I assume they're just like archive trap decks still, because I don't know, isn't that the best mill card? I know there's Tasha's Hideous Laughter. I'm not sure if that card gets played. Um, couldn't tell you. Chumping. Yeah, this was the cycling thingy. Modern Horizon something too, I guess. We're to 30. Visions of Beyond is if I have 20 cards in my yard, you get to draw 3, I think. Okay, that one still gets played. There it is. So they get an Ancestral. Crap. Yep. I don't know if you can hear them, but there are literal crickets outside. I hope you can. All right, I'm milling more cards. Wonderful. 4 cards in hand. You got a chump blocker. May I draw? Can get a drum. Does any of this matter? I guess I can crypt. Does crypt matter for some reason? For future visions, I suppose crypt could matter. Memnite's a 1/1. I could needle a random card. Shadow Spear is trample, which I'm not sure if that matters. I don't know the answer. I'm just gonna get a crypt, I guess. Maybe that matters for reasons. Hopefully I'm not blowing it and there isn't some card I can get that just wins the game. Okay, minus 13. Being drowned again. This is going to kill it even if it goes to 0. Because it's 0 CMC. So I can't stop this, right? And we will hit you and probably be dead. We did our best. I think if I'm going to, like, going forward, my plan is going to revolve around being effective. I think I need to, like, mold to 5. Like, I can't keep the hand that I kept against them, I don't think. But, I mean, we drew pretty poorly. Like, we drew every single, like, early enabler later. But we were doing Urza Saga stuff, so I don't know, wasn't that big of a deal. I'm not sure what cards I would have wanted to draw that would have helped me. I guess just like Sink into Stupor or Metallic Rebuke. This is just hard cast this, right? Opponent, if I'm dead, please kill me. Thank you. Wait, okay, well. Why didn't you kill me? What? Are we playing for information? What's going on here? Okay, you got the information. I don't know. Okay. So, what do I want? Do I want Blood Moon to stop fetch lands with the crab? I don't think that's worth fighting over. I guess I want Force in Dispute. Emery's interesting against a mill deck. I don't think Consign is worth having. Yeah. And then I probably want Blast just to blow up crabs. It's also just face damage. So, it's possible I want Blood Moon. I'm not really sure. Needle? I don't know if Needle accomplishes all too much. I could take out like some Thoughtcast perhaps. And then Crypt does things sort of. Spellbomb probably isn't necessary. Shadow Spear's kind of mid, but I guess maybe it's worth having. The other thing that's awkward against mill is always like they're milling you, right? So maybe if I can't get Lava Spur Boots, I want Trample just to get a little bit more value. Thought Monitor. Is Thought Monitor better or worse than Thoughtcast? I think it's maybe better because they showed they had Tasha's. I guess Explosive's okay. Um yeah, I don't really know what to board out. Well, it's kind of slow for the manufacturer combo, but maybe I just need it or want it. Yeah, I have no idea what to cut from here. I'm gonna take out Shadow Spear. Maybe I just take out all the Thoughtcasts and just kind of pull for the nuts. would be a dastardly mistake. Okay, this hand's interesting. I'm gonna try it. I don't know if this is good enough, but instead of having the warp guy, we have this. So we're gonna make a lot of artifacts and then have a Kappa Cannoneer. Then maybe got our claw. Burn him out. Second one. That's actually interesting. So, turn 2 we play 1, turn 3 we play 1 to get 4. I have the drum. I don't know if that's good or if it's necessary. I think since I have the Cannoneer, I'm just gonna bin it. But also maybe the tiebreaker is I'm milling myself 1, so I'm doing like a third of a damage to myself. Whatever. Emery. Why would I wait? We get to 4. It's just a 5. I don't think I need to. Maybe Emery's worse than I think it is. I don't know. It is milling me. Yeah, so this is a reason to wait, I guess. That's the reason. Okay, sure. It's not like I'm gaining. I guess with the crypt, maybe I have to mill a lot of cards. Provisions. Drown in the lock doesn't really matter, I don't think, for any of those types of things. All right, so rebuke. All right, you go up. And I guess I'm just dumping my hand and hoping they don't kill me. I think it's as simple as that. Maybe they're thinking about bouncing something here. They bounce the munition. Okay, we're stifling. Wait, what are we doing? I don't even know what that did. Whatever. Play my cards. All right. I have a big board. You may go. Thing says whenever this creature or another artifact you control enters, put 1 counter on it. Block this turn. Got it. Okay, so we have. Did we board out Shadow Spear? I think I did board out Shadow Spear. I guess Shadow Spear plus Cappaneer or Kappa Cannoneer is important. This double crab thingy is kind of scary, right? Okay, I should leave up Rebuke, I think. I guess, can I Needle Field Rune? I think, what does Needle say? It says non-mana abilities. So maybe I do want Needle for Field Rune. Or a random fetch land. But naming a fetch land is so, I guess, what I said. Random. So I get a shock. Blow up one of these. Do that. Oh, Do I want to blow up all of them? Or these other ones? So we're two turning. I think. What am I worried about with Rebuke? What's the thing that's going to kill me? This is worth. Excuse me. This is worth 6 cards. They activate the field and then have a land drop. It's potentially 9. Guess I could have just did. No, I think it's still better that way. So they no blocks. It's 12, and then I can double shock. So at most, I'm getting to 16. I guess I'm just going to double shock this thing, smash them, and tell them do your worst. Just say you're dead. Next turn. I assume you're just supposed to think like Mill is just a burn deck, right? It's like a counting cards deck. So I'm sort of instead of countering something, I'm killing something. Crypt Incursion. Kill all creatures from target player's graveyard, so I'm just gonna crypt this, and they're not gonna gain life. Cool. All right. Well, Needle Shadow Spear. I'm just trying to figure out like the cards in my deck that I think are not good, and have any? If I understood. If I was smarter, I would know what to do. I'm just gonna resubmit. I'm okay with this. Like, I don't know if boarding out the Hardcast is correct or not, but I know that it draws me cards. It has a high mana value for Tasha's, but we're just gonna roll it back and hope it works out. What do we want? We want turn 1 Warp Guy and a bunch of zeros. So this hand's really interesting. Could try it. So if we spike a land, our hand's the nuts. If we don't spike a land, then we can kill a crab potentially, and then we have force. And the other thing I can do if I don't spike a land is just do nothing and wait to respike a land. You know what? For the content, this is a content keep, all right? If I die, it's my fault. If we draw land, I'm the hero of the story, all right? Don't thought seize me. Crap, got it. Well, definitely not the hero. Alright, I have to blast that, right? This is gonna be a really weird game. Alright, here we go. This is gonna be a very weird game. They play a second grab, we're probably dead. Well, shoot. You guys saw the vision though, right? All we needed was 1 blue land. I don't know. On account of like worst keeps I've ever kept, I don't think this one's that bad. I think it looks weird, but the upside is so high. My hand is perfect if I draw land. I think I just win the game. Now, I mean, maybe you make the argument I'm not supposed to. Okay, so what I can do. I have to do this. This is worth 2. Not supposed to like Galv Blast. I'm supposed to just sandbag all these, but This is 5. Am I better off with this or a random card? I just keep it in play. Basically a land anyway. Do I force this? So if I force this, I could potentially cut them off of visions. If I force this, then I'm just all in on Kappa. Isn't the fastest clock, but whatever. I actually don't know. I think this is one of the highest value mill cards. I don't know the correct answer, but I am going to force it, and we're going to hope everything works out. We draw a land or a 0. So that's annoying because it means I'm getting trapped. What are you going to do? Big guy. Here we go. Okay. So hand just like 2 more of these. Saga. Okay. Ball 24, 23, 22. I think the math is like I'm probably just going to die anyway. I guess I'll look at their card. Getting the bauble in play isn't particularly important. Yeah, it's a scary draw. So that's just like anything. The top. How many? 4. That probably gets the job done. It's also a land for the crab. Can I win though? I think we're dead. Because the Saga's not... Yeah, I think we're dead. I think Blood Moon might actually be good. I don't know. It's tough to say, but like... Just Landfall, Shelldock Isle, Field Rune. I forgot that they changed how Urza Saga worked with Blood Moon too, so it's not like a super nombo. I don't remember. Before it just like sacked itself, now it just... Does it stay on 3 if you Blood Moon when you have it? I don't actually know. $27. Nope. Too late to the party. So I can show this, and maybe they block the 1, but then I don't get the 1/1 counter here. Can't be blocked this turn. Yeah. I mean, they might just be dead if they don't kill me, right? then I could jump the gun on the crypt. I don't think there's a reason to. It's a spicy one. I mean, maybe we could win. I kind of assumed they were just gonna block this, and then I read the card and realized it couldn't be blocked. So, so we're gonna have artifacts. To be fair, did I have the crypt? I think I drew the crypt. Obviously, the saga is gonna make artifacts, but I did have the saga to just go here. So they decided to chump. If they block the one, I can just munitions at them, but it doesn't really matter that much either way. You're at 16. I have 20 cards. I have a shock. Probably pay attention to what's in my deck. I've got the haste boots still. Okay, I assume it might be doomed though. Oh, I'm supposed to respond to this. Or no, it's when it enters, right? When this land enters, look at the top for each other. Okay, so I could have stopped this. You may play exile cards from without playing your mana if a library has 20 or fewer cards in it. Okay, so never mind. Crypt doesn't do anything. We have exactly 20. So they're at 7. And then we can draw land. Does land kill them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they have nothing. I don't know how many untapped lands they have, but I think we just play for untapped land here and then hope they don't mill the boots. I think I technically have lethal. Maybe I can sack with the munitions anyway. It's the same difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1 from the boots, 7. Otherwise, ping face. Okay. Rebuke. Well, shit. I can get drum. Do I have a drum? I have no idea. Opal too. Drum's always doesn't matter at this point, I don't think. Okay, I have a counter spell, maybe. It counters 3s. And then I have this guy as lethal, essentially. Fatal put. Okay, they have no cards. I have no threats. I have 4 damage. They're at 7. I have 18 cards. What a game. Boots. It was kind of a gnarly game. Wasn't that exciting till the end, but yeah, I mean, this is a pretty sweet match. I don't know. I can't hate. It's what the modern kids are into. I wonder, maybe I could have won this game if I played better. I'm not exactly sure the exact point I made a mistake, but you know, sometimes you just miss stuff because you don't know what the hell's going on. You get sacked. Upsy daisies. We can get him to 1. I have no idea what this is. Surgical my Memnite? Okay. Right. They are gone. They have been vanquished. All the Memnite. I don't know. This is my first. This is a first for me. I don't think I've ever had a Memnite surgical extraction before. All right. So I have a pretty bad counterspell, and maybe it's not that bad actually, because their flooded strand is fake, right? The problem is I don't actually have enough mana to make it fake. So if they kill me, then it doesn't matter. So what can I do? Yeah, this rebuke probably doesn't matter. All right, I pass. Probably killing me with 2 spells, right? So I can put them to 1, and then they can't fetch land. Can rebuke. They pay. They have fetch land, and then I can't put them to 1. If needs to happen here, do I just put them to 1? What's the other card they could have? I guess this doesn't mill that many cards, so. Okay, you have nothing. Okay, so I just need to draw an artifact and we win. Oh, it's gonna be awkward. Just die because this crab. I guess they can just brick the rebuke too. I don't think there's a reason to go after the crab at this point. Fetch land's gone. 12 cards, so we're not gonna die to a land. Emery! Oh god. What's gonna happen if I Emery? God damn it. So what I'm supposed to do is think of every card left in my deck and do the math and pay attention and blah blah blah. What I want to do is play Emery, and then they're dead. But they can pay for a rebuke. Pay for a 3. So I have to die to a 2 mana card? What's a 2 mana mill 7? I don't care. I'm playing it. Good luck, everybody. I guess if they draw Crypt Incursion, I can counter it. Can I kill them? I can. Am I supposed to equip? Oh, I have lethal. Because of Mox Opal. Got it. Okay, well, good thing I didn't miss that line. So we play Mox Opal and then we shock their face. Okay, got it, got it, got it. Sorry, opponent. Beautiful. Alright, well, that was a long match. It's kind of crazy. It's really weird where, like, I have these crypts, but I'm probably using them on myself. And then we drew the claw. We kept the no lander on the draw too. Nice. Boom. All right, easy. GG's. All right, I would like to go first. Would I like to keep my hand? I think so. Hand's good. It's a little awkward that we have tap land, like, unlucky or whatever. But um, we've got pinnacle into zeros into stuff, so I think we're chilling. Top another land, I think. All right, good hand. I warp. I play 0. Don't be mill again. I can't play against mill twice. Come on. So we're 3. That does mess me up pretty good, actually. The question is, what do I do with this bauble? We're, again, yeah, this is fine. I don't cast it, right? Because I could draw another one of these. So next turn we could Thoughtcast if we just miss completely. I assume most of the cards in our deck that aren't these exact 3 cards in my hand, we're gonna buff the rest. Alright. Play a turtle. Okay. Belly into nothing. I guess they were just missing like a payoff. Kind of a fast concede, but alright, so we're against Esper Blink. I'm gonna try the Blood Moons. I still don't entirely know how it works, but I think Mystical Dispute is gonna be maybe decent against trying to fight over what's it called? The blink thingy, the Sphinx, the Sphinge. So there's Cage. I don't think I want that. Force, is Force good? I'm assuming this is like Psychic Frog and Ephemerate, I think is what this deck is. I don't really know what all I want. Is this an Emery matchup? Gonna get Solitude, right? They'll probably have plenty of removal spells. Don't think it's a Force matchup. I assume it's just a matchup where I don't board too much. So what the hell do I take out? Yeah, this is where it's hard. I don't really know what they're going to board in against me. Possible Thought Monitor is just worse than Thoughtcast. So that's... We're going to guess. I could maybe take out, like, Needle. I don't know what I'm doing with Needle in this matchup. Whatevs. This is all mana. I don't think I get to keep this one. This is kind of bad, but I'm going to keep. We'll Crypt, and then we'll play for Munitions and Blood Moon, and hope that's good enough. I kind of doubt it will be, but I don't really want to mold a 5, I don't think. Thoughtseize, well, that's not good. But we might be getting Felia into dead. It did. I guess I'm topping that. Okay, so that turns off my artifacts, but it's not the end of the world. Question is, can we battle back from this spot? I don't know. Tax exile, target non-land permanent. Need a token, takes 6. I guess I need Galvanic Blast maybe for this matchup as well. I kind of didn't think about this card post board, but get into super. Can I win this game? I don't know. I'm gonna mulligan, or I'm gonna concede. Mulligan, mulligan victory into a loss. All right. Clarion Conqueror. All right. Let's just put in these stupid Galvanic Blasts, and then I could have the Rebuke. Put a blue. They put a Watery Grave, right? So. Do I need all the zeros? I'm getting Thoughtseized anyway. We'll just hope it works out. I'm gonna take out these Crypts. I don't think they do anything against their deck. Not sure how good Blood Moon is in reality, but this hand is 2 artifacts into Rebuke plus a Thought Cast. Is this good enough? I don't think so. I think I just want to mulligan. I think with this deck, if you're playing against a Thoughtseize deck, you probably need to go for broke. This is a Saga draw where I don't even get to activate Saga on 2. This is turn 1 Spear into turn 2 Thoughtcast Saga, turn 3 Activate Saga. I guess? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think this gets the job done, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to mulligan to 5 against Thoughtseize. I think I'm just gonna get while the getting's good and play the explosives out. I don't know what else it's doing really for me, so we're gonna go fast. Yes, 3. Could have Mystical Dispute of their own, I guess, but kind of annoying. Well, I don't know. Is that card actually good against my deck? Probably not, but it's good here. It's gonna be easy for me to pay. Like it's only gonna be good on turn 1, basically. Turn 2. Get a Thoughtseize. Hope Saga beats their hand, which is probably not the most likely, but maybe. Okay. Well, that was a game of Modern. It's fine. I don't know. I think this is how Affinity goes. Um, yeah. It's not like if I mold to 5, I would be happy against Rathus guys. So GG's. All right, we've got a stinker. Get it out. This is not a stinker. Why do I want two of these? I don't think I ever need two. What the hell am I doing with this hand? So if I keep two, then I go turn one. This one, the first one's an ornithopter. It's a 1/1, and then the second one is another ornithopter. Alternatively, what am I doing with this manufacturing? It this is a weird hand. What if I just get rid of lava spur boots? All right, I'm gonna do that. I don't even know what I'm gonna do on my first turn. It's all gonna depend on what I draw. Okay. So I want to set up. I think I'm just. I think I drum go. Next turn, shock, pinnacle, memnite, manufacturing. I don't have saga, so this manufacturing is not that important. Getting value. Getting all the value. Rumble. So I guess this is the combo deck, the brute scale thingy. So needle is probably important. I don't even I have to look up the name of the card if that ever happens. I don't know the name of any of the cards in Modern. Something from Zendikar, I know that. So this is the X spell? Or is this Kozilek's Return? Do people play Kozilek's Return? I have no idea. You have a Rumble. Assume Rumble means it's not Eldrazi and it's something else. But maybe this card is played at Eldrazi. Couldn't tell you. Okay, so this is Eldrazi. If you play Kozilek's Return, it's got to be Eldrazi, right? So we're just cannoneering. Oh no, we can't. Wow, this Thundering Falls has annihilated me. I've gotten punished by this Thundering Falls so many times just by drawing the random one of. Okay. Do I want a 0? I'm not sure how important that is. Oh, you know what? I can actually warp. No, it doesn't work. So warp doesn't add mana, right? Doesn't do anything for me. What am I talking about? No, no, yeah, I can warp. Okay, because I just get +2 off the warp. All right. Learning. Learning. Noted. Right. Cool. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's strong. Thank God I noticed that. Magic Sword. Playing my 6/6 for 1 mana is probably better than not. I get a thingy with it. It is crazy how good this card is in this format. Wow. Turns out 0 mana cards are strong. When they have text. Topia Sprawl. Don't know what this is. 7 mana? Okay, was this like Stone Rain or something? Exile target land, search library for land. Oh, it's double Stone Rain. Or no, it's not. Okay, it was 1 Stone Rain. And they got a basic untapped. Or they got a ghost quarter. Get our basic. La-di-da. Oh, that was too bad. Huh. Thank you for 7 points. Or 8, I guess. Yeah, but a Cannoneer card is pretty damn good, too. Alright, you're at 11. So now we're just waiting for... We want to draw Claw of Gix or Explosives. But we might not have the mana. Like, maybe they can keep blowing up lands, but... What do you got, opponent? Rumble, yep. So blow up another land. Six mana. Pick once. Then can blow up my land. I guess get another Ghost Quarter, and then I'll just have... I just want to have mana. I'll have the drum. We'll have 1 mana. Then some random stuff. I mean, 3/3 is not that bad against 2 3/3s, right? Like, I get to trade. Then they lose the jump on the Kappa Cannoneer. Also have the flyer, so this is 9. Be interesting. Plus the fact I could just draw a 0 mana artifact, or even a 1 mana artifact would be good. So, don't know. We got some thinkers. Modern players appear to be thinkers. I'm not gonna say they're slow, but I guess the format's just hard, right? So maybe this is the X spell, or are we kicking? Assume it's the X spell, right? Or, no, it's not. Okay, because like, why would you? I don't really know the other cards that could be in their hand that would make this decision hard. Like, you don't have anything good. Like, if this was your best play last turn, and this is the play you're making this turn, I don't know what the hell is in their hand. And I have no idea what the mana base of my opponent's deck is. Maybe there's one Ghost Quarter, and they can't get another one. There's the other one. You got it. Not a bad draw. This is lethal. Yeah, so any artifact, I guess, was lethal. Because of the munitions. Alright. Nice. GG. Okay, so Vandal Blast. Probably no thanks, I guess. I don't think this is a combo deck. I think this is just big red green Eldrazi. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I'm just gonna put in Consign and Blood Moon, I think, and that's gonna be that. I could maybe try to Crypt. I could have like 1 Crypt in case I think they've got big Emrakul. They also have Kozilek's Return, so let's leave in a Crypt. Does Needle matter? Ghost Quarter me? Is that good? I honestly don't know if that's good or not. I think I want the Fireball stuff. I probably want everything else. Probably want Bounce, Haste, and Trample. Pinnacle I don't think ever comes out in any matchup. And then there's the counter spells, which are kind of interesting. I don't know. I like counter spells are normally good against ramp decks. Mana Leak is always a tricky one. Maybe I can just take out a drum on the draw. I don't know. Good enough. If I had to guess, I would say this is a good matchup. Seems like we can get under them. I don't know, like, post board, they're gonna have Vandal Blast type things, but I still have 3 rebukes. So maybe Blood Moon. Blood Moon's got to be good, right? They've got a million colorless lands. Maybe Utopia Sprawl and whatnot. It seems very beatable for them, but I think it's worth it. Maybe it's gonna be awkward with my Urza Sagas where you have to like time it right, but that should be fine too. Like I think the games of Modern are so condensed that like non-synergies where your cards sort of fall off later, like you probably should just accept those. It's not that big of a deal. Way more important to just do powerful things early or have meaningful interaction with whatever powerful things your opponent's trying to do. So what are we doing, opponent? Maybe I was gonna say, is this an Emery matchup? It might be an Emery matchup. Kozilek's Return is the thing that makes me think it's not, but getting to like infinitely Aether Spellbomb a player seems pretty good. But yeah, I think if they're pyroclasming me, I probably don't want the 1/2. Huh. I keep this hand. I think it's good, right? I just need 3rd land. I've turn 1 Metallic Rebuke, turn 2 Saga. And then I have Blood Moon. Unfortunately, they had 4 Forest Utopia Sprawl, which, you know, is good for a lot of reasons. But mostly they doubled their mana on turn 1. And secondly, I can't stop it. Okay, so do I want to fight over this? No land yet. Turn 2 Ammunitions. Yeah, I mean, I want to pop these baubles as well, I think. Maybe it's too aggressive. Not a real reason to do that. They're just going to fetch, right? Topped a what? Rumble, sure. 2nd Saga. So I believe the way that Saga works now is it just gets stuck where it's at. Means I'm not going to get my Claws of Gix, but I have Engineered Explosives, so it doesn't really matter. Hopefully they don't do anything this turn. And then we Bloodman them. And then life is great. Ice Till Explorer. Oh my Lanta. Well, they're gonna have mana. Oh, I'm getting Ghost Quartered too. Oh, thank God we didn't draw our basic. Okay, that's fine. This really messes up our Saga, though, doesn't it? Do I have to do it anyway? Sink into Stupor for Ice. Alright. Let's wait. Seems worth at that point. Seeing the Super is just a messed up card. Like, clearly I don't play a lot of Modern, but like, uh-oh. Real Drazi time. This is such a crazy card. Alright, so they can't cast it next turn when I Blood Moon them. If they draw another forest. Could have done this first, maybe. So they've got one green to do their stuff. I think if they don't do anything here, the game probably ends, right? Like, I just get to leave up Consign. I even get the Emissary plus Boots. And then the Explosive's also just going to kill them. So, a lot of bad things going on for my opponent right now. I'm not even 100% sure what my correct line is. I wonder if it's just better for me to just leave up Saga plus Consign. Just like make a Golem, take it slow. The alternative is what? I play the Emissary, I play the Boots. That's 2, and then I can go Haste plus Consign. Haste attack for 4 with the Emissary goes away. Then we have all the munitions. Chronosphere. Okay, well, I think that makes a lot of my decisions easier. I'm just going to pass, and then we can leave up Consign for 3. Or we can Urza Saga. Epic Cannoneer. So I don't actually know how this works. Untapped. Each spell that would cost less than 3 mana to cast costs 3 mana to cast. So I don't know how this works with Affinity or Improvise. I guess we could try to find out right now. So 1 4 is 3. I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't even think it's worth playing anyway. We're keeping... Okay, so what's the Delirium count? Land, creature, artifact, sorcery. Creature, artifact, sorcery. But Emrakul costs 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Getting Vandal Blasted? No. 3 mana Talisman. Nice. Okay, I guess I let this happen, but also, does it really matter? I guess it only matters if they Emrakul me, but I still have the consign, so like they take my turn and the worst that even happens for me. Dismember. Okay, so now the Emrakul is gonna happen if they have one, but I still get the consign. I forgot consign has this replicate thingy too. Obviously hugely relevant. Can't forget about that. I think it was made to beat up on people playing with this card, right? I don't really know how replicate works for Trinisphere. I don't know much about Trinisphere, but I think it's just gonna be just a trigger, right? So I don't think Trinisphere gets to have much say in that. All right, well you can't take both these hits, so at least the Scion's blocking. All right, Beth. The old main phase 2 trick where you hope at F6? No, just nothing. Okay. Alright, GG's. I mean, this has been kind of fun. I don't know. Weird. I don't like Blood Moon. I don't like Trinisphere, but we're playing games of Magic. GG. Okay. What do we got? Rebuke and some zeros. I guess I keep this, right? Every opponent has played this card against me. It seems to be good. Alright, that was a good draw. This is what you're looking for with this deck, right? This is just insanely powerful. It's turn 1, by the way. Alright, well, we've got a turtle. Preordain. And we've got 2 counter spells. Wow, sure. So 7, so probably 3-turn clock with 2 counter spells. I assume that gets the job done. I don't know. I don't know why I wouldn't. But he did not mess things up, I guess. Fair enough. Alright, well, we played 2 lands and our opponent conceded, so does that count as a turn 2 kill? I don't think so. Maybe turn 3. You want to be generous. Alright, so this is just blue-black pile. I think it's like just mid-range. They probably have some Sphinxes just for value. I think it's just Tamayo Frog plus others. So Dispute in. Do I want Emery against these decks? I actually don't really know the answer to that because it doesn't seem like any of my cards are bad against removal. It's like on one hand, it's a grindy card, right? And it's potentially a grindy matchup. But on the other hand, I don't care. Like, I care if my opponent kills my Emery. I don't really care if my opponent kills these other things. So I don't know if I'm supposed to put it in. They also have Mystical Dispute potentially. Um, Force Negation's another one where, like, I don't know if I want this. If the things that matter are, like, Frog and Tamayo, maybe it's not great. Galv Blast isn't that good against the Frog. Make them discard 3, which doesn't really matter. I don't want to just not sideboard. I could Blood Moon them, maybe. But if they're a 2-color deck, I can't imagine Blood Moon's that exciting, so... I'm just going to go ahead and take out Pithy Needle and put in Mystical Dispute, and that'll be that. Maybe I take out Crypt and just have Gal Blast. Doesn't seem like a deck where you're going to be sideboarding a ton with. We're just winging it, you know. Said that before, I'll say it again. Don't really know what I'm doing. And whatever we got going on should be good enough. I am on the draw. I have a hand that is 2 tutor targets, a Saga, and a bunch of shit. So this is turn 3 Kappa Cannoneer. I'm on the draw, I have a Saga. Like, I have a lot of very good cards. Shadow Spirit plus Kappa Cannoneer is kind of nice. Surveil Land, I guess, isn't ideal, but it doesn't really matter that much. I'm going to try this hand. I assume Saga is, like, really good in these types of matchups. So, we're going to run with it. They probably have... I was going to say they have Thoughtseize in their deck. I don't actually know. I assume they do, but... Seems like with the way that this deck is built, like, especially if you're on the play, like, if you can just take the Warp card or, like, a payoff like a Cap Cannoneer, things can fall apart pretty quickly. Could, like, bauble myself to see if I have a Moxel pull on the way. I guess I want this. Not really sure. I'm just gonna bauble them. So I go Cecil. Whoa. Spicy. I love me a Cecil. Oh, there's the swamp for the Blood Moon if I were gonna put it in. Like this. If I'm not activating Saga, does that mean I don't want to do it yet? Do I want haste or do I want Thoughtcast? Alright, well, happy I played that correctly so I can get punished by the push. I guess I just want haste, right? Thoughtcast doesn't make that big of a difference. 6 damage is... it flips this, though. Because then I have no death touch. Shieldred's Edict. Well, rip me. Rather Thoughtcast, but... what can you do? I think this one's probably over. They just had the board. Ooh, okay, wait. Wait. Hold the phone. 15, 13. What can I do with this, though? So how many artifacts do I need to find? Let's lead... no, I can't. Damn. Well, I guess we're just hoping they can't deal with my golem. Probably have like a push or something, but... I think this is my best path to victory. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's going to be good, right? Okay. So a lot of 1-for-1 removal. Emery dodges push. They don't have fetch. Or Tamayo. Galvablast kills Cecil. It's not that good against Frog, like I said. I think we just go first and hope for the best. Seems reasonable. Alright, I would like the warp card, please. Well, shit. You know, I can't complain. Alright. Yeah, we'll keep this. So I can play for turn 2 Saga or Dispute. I think I'm just going to play for the Saga. I'm just going to go... I'm going to keep my hand. I'm going to hope that I get to activate Saga on my second turn and my third turn. And that is good enough. A lot of ways this goes poorly. But we're just going to play... I think we're just going to mulligan Mox Opal. And then I guess we're going to play... if I get Thoughtseize, this is really bad. I'm going to play the Mox Opal because we can draw another 0. I don't want that to get Thoughtseized. Okay, well, we drew another 0. It's not a great 0, but we drew one. Is it better to just play the Crypt out? I guess it maybe is. Yeah. Well, I'm playing the Crypt out anyway now that I realize the error of my ways. I should have just sandbagged the Memnite in case I draw the warp thingy. I guess this can attack for 1, but I don't think it makes a huge difference. If they want to consign, how did I mess this up? I don't know why I thought... I messed this up really bad. I think in my head I thought Urza's Saga was going to enable Mox Opal, which is why I was talking the way I was talking. I messed up really bad. So yeah, like keep in mind the mistake I made was not because I just thought I had Metalcraft with this plus this plus this. This is an enchantment, right? It's a Saga, duh. Okay. So if I realized that I didn't have Metalcraft with 2 things, the reason I was playing this Tormod Crypt was because my opponent had Fatal Push, because I think I have Metalcraft here. When I activate the Saga, I get the Golem, but then they can, again, answer the Memnite, and then I don't get the second Golem because the trigger will happen when I don't have the mana in play. So what I ended up doing, because I didn't understand what was actually going on in reality, was making the worst possible line where instead of crypting and then memniting, like I should just have a golem, now I have nothing. So that's obviously very bad and also very unfortunate, but comes with the nature of learning stuff, I guess. Yeah, I think we can call this one, right? I'll just get out of here. All right, GG.